Hello, my absolutely beautiful Capricorn friends, and welcome to your horoscope for 2022. We're Capricorn this year. Like, how are you doing? Let's just start off right there. There has been so much energy running through your sign. For this last few years, there's just been a lot. I feel like you've been reshaped, you've been reformed. There's a growth element here that I think has really been put in place and allowed you to come to the next level, whatever that is for you. But also, as we've survived 2020, 2021, how are you doing? How are you feeling? I hope you are ready for 2022 energy and to move some of these things forward. Now, we've got energies happening that kind of bookend 2022 that involve your sign. We've got Venus retrograde as we're coming in to 2022, and we've got Mercury retrograding at the end of 2022, both in your sign. So this is an indicator for us right out of the gate that in 2022, first of all, I want you to check out your value sector under Venus. Do you feel like you value yourself? You value your self-esteem? Do you feel like you are representing yourself, your products, your families out in these streets in a way that is lovely, majestic, dignified, and beautified, right? Are you using that Venus energy in your relationships? Are you making space to allow love and value and luxury to come to your table, whatever that looks like? And you'll get to review that as Mercury retrogrades in your sign at the end of the year. Now, we're not going to spend a ton of time on the Mercury retrogrades in this particular video. We'll get more into them in the monthlies and the weeklies, but just know that you're going to continue Mercury retrogrades in air, so you really can look back to 2021 and say what happened for me during that retrograde time, and know that the retrogrades will be in your second house, your sixth house, your 10th house, and at the end of the year in your house. Now, this first retrograde, though, as we get into the year happening on January 14th, I do want to cover that because we've got Mercury retrograde in the energy of Aquarius, which will light up your second house space. So you are going back over finances, things of worth, maybe even negotiating contracts of how you make money, what you charge, these kinds of things at a group and social, very public level. I think you're reviewing those things. But transiting Saturn, your ruling planet, is also traveling now through your second house space in that Aquarian energy. So it's trying to level you up. So I'm telling you, with Venus retrograde in your sign, with Jupiter, or with this January energy of Mercury retrograding here in your second house, if you're not charging enough for your products, please adjust that. If you've been charging too much for your products, please do that. But whatever's happening, Saturn is trying to bring this area up. Did you learn in 2020 why you needed passive income, and in 2022 you're figuring out how to make that happen? Did you make ready the space, Capricorn, in 2021 for 2022 to hold clientele that can pay your prices? Did you learn to put those streams of income to work? Did you take a job that allowed you to level up your life? Whatever that looks like, because remember, you may not value money right now. The big value in your life may be time. What is the currency that you're paying for your life? And Saturn is leveling that up. And I think this retrograde helps you make decisions on if it's in alignment with you, okay? February 17th, we've got Jupiter in a gorgeous sextile to Uranus, and I absolutely just love this energy. Please mark it on your calendar. When Jupiter and Uranus come together in this sextile, what happens is a pocket of opportunity and ease are created, but we don't just stand there under a sextile. We are intelligently taking action on how to get this done. So I'm telling you, it could be like you have a dream, Capricorn, and an idea blows into your head how to solve an old problem, right? An old challenge that's been on your table for a while, and it's like you're downloaded with a vision or an idea this day. Take it. Take advantage of the communication, the intelligence, the information, the ideas that come blowing your way around this time, because it could very well be your next thing that changes your world, okay? April 12th, we're going to see Jupiter and Neptune come together in the energy of Pisces in their conjunction. And I love this because, again, it lights up your third house space. So it shows you, like a couple months later, that yes, anything is possible. That idea that you had, that vision you saw during meditation, and that healing that's happening around your communication zone, it is possible. Contracts can be showing up. But I also want you to be mindful that because Jupiter and Neptune are absolutely boundless, that while the sky's the limit, and I do want you to dream big, think big, come a little bit outside of your comfort zone, keep the expectations as real as you can. And if you're like, Stormy, I've never even dreamt this big, so how do I keep an expectation real? Look at and listen to the experience of the people who have been there before. And that may help you balance out this expectation so it doesn't end in disappointment, okay? All right, when we get to April 30th, now we're going to start the eclipse axes. And this is big news for 2022. We're moving out of Gemini, Sagittarius, and we're moving into Taurus, Scorpio. So for you, this is a 5th house and an 11th house axes, right? What do you do that's all you, Capricorn? And how do you share that with groupings of people? What are your arrangements around grouping of people in your life? What's happening for you around the importance of a tribe and community and social media? And who are you networking, collaborating with? What are those alignments looking like in your life? So as we have this first eclipse, it's going to be at 10 degrees of Taurus. So I want you to flash back to November of 2021, Capricorn. What was happening? What were you shedding? What were you releasing around the 5th house for you in Taurus energy? You were releasing, you're like, I'm done. I've healed this. I have a different understanding. You know, did you realize that you were going after love or affection or notoriety in a way that didn't feel in alignment with you anymore? Did you find that you're not afraid at the end of 2021 to really just offer what Capricorn offers? Like, you're like, this is just me. This is how I do it. This is how I parent. This is how I do business. This is how I teach. And now you're feeling more comfortable with putting it out there, because this solar eclipse, as it happens in this house, is like, yes, now come, express, share that project with us, take a risk. Let the kids come in. Let love come into your life. Your children could be advancing at this particular time, but allow the newness to come to your table because you've done work. This area is changed. Now allow the change in, okay? As we get to May 11th, we're going to see Jupiter take that pop out of the energy of Pisces and move into the energy of Aries until October. Then it'll come back for just a minute into the energy of Pisces. And then by the time we get to December, it's going to move back into the energy of Aries. So pay attention, Capricorn. What's happening? What's changing for you in the energy of Aries? What are you moving? Is something happening around your home space? Is there an expansion of your home? Did your home go from just being a home and now it's a home and a business? Did you decide, oh my God, my business is too big for my home, I have to actually get a place? What's changing for you here? Because Jupiter will expand it and it will bring the wisdom along with it, but it's going to do it like an Aries. So be prepared. Ready the space of your life for the blessings that you're asking for, because Jupiter's coming hot and heavy to bring them to you. And if you're not prepared, which nobody's ever perfectly prepared, you also get the lessons that build the wisdom that Jupiter is also about at that time, okay? On the 16th, we've got a lunar eclipse happening at 25 degrees of Scorpio. So now this will swap us back over here on the 15th into this energy of your 11th house. So what's going on with you at a social level, on social media, groupings that you're connected to? And this even means your friendship groups or your aerobics classes at the gym. Is anybody still doing aerobics classes? I think they are. So those at the gym, but also social causes, right? What are you in alignment with at this time? And do you feel like you have a tribe, a friendship group to support you? A lot of things that were revealed to us through 2020 and 2021 is that I might be aligned with energy that actually is stressing me out. Like, the information is good, but the delivery feels like fire and my insides feel crazy after I interact with that. So do you have the right alignments of information channels and support? Now, the other thing that I think of is that we're going to see an eclipse, just the solar eclipse, on October 25th from this particular Scorpio area as well. And this will be that you were like, okay, hold on. That was crazy. I needed to make some space. I needed to get rid of things that I was listening to, people, places, and things. And in order to be in alignment with my long range goals, those things had to go. And as the solar eclipse comes on October 25th, now you have a ready space for friends, fresh network, opportunities, collaborations that are available on your table. And I think it's really lovely, okay? October 31st, Mars is going to go retrograde in the energy of Gemini. So right here in your sixth house space. So the way you're doing something at that time, you're going to want to go back over it. Relook at your strategy, right? I always think of too, if you're dating, look at your partner. What's going on in that relationship? What's your desires that you have in your sixth house? Health, daily routines, and mental health is in there as well, okay? Projects or collaborations that you are a part of, especially if you're freelance. Do you want to pitch for a job? You're looking for a job. If you own a business, Mars retrograde, especially in Gemini, you might be like, some of these energies have to go, or I have to have a Gemini talk with them about stepping it up if they're going to stay on the team. So anything having to do in this sixth house, you could be receiving information that you need to go back over and adjust the strategy of what's happening there, okay? Now, as we get to November 8th, and we have this last lunar eclipse of the year, and it is going to be at 16 degrees of Taurus. Again, flashback to November of 2021. What ended, what came to an absolute relief and release for you, where you're like, I have done something, I have achieved something, it's material, it's tangible, I can see it, touch it, taste it, and I know that I created this because I let go of some other things and other beliefs, and it allowed this to come to the table. Then you were able to bring new things in and try it out all through 2022, and as we close 2022 here at this lunar eclipse, you're like, look what I've created. Like, look at what the manifestation, look what's slowing down and getting into myself and my breathing and my new moon and letting some of these energies that felt crazy to me go. Look at what has come from making sure I'm in alignment with me and the desires that I have to move forward. I think this moon is where you get to have a little bit of cheer, okay? Now, of course, as we close out this year, we're going to get to December 29th. Mercury's going to take that retrograde in the energy of Capricorn, so right there in your first house, and we'll start to review the conversations you're having, things in your relationships, and all of that good jazz as we travel into 2023. So I hope you have a beautiful year, Capricorn. I can't wait to be with you all year, every month, every week, every day. All the things will be here together. So please make sure that you like this video, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that as goodness is happening on this channel, you know as soon as it's happening. And don't forget, if you're still a learner, a beginner in astrology, we've got the free YouTube Academy that will be just down below in the playlist. So start at the beginning or pick out the lessons that you need to advance on. And I will see you in the Academy as well. Bye, my beautiful Capricorn friends.